by giving all praises to the Most High, whose true name in Hebrew is Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, whose true name in Hebrew would be Yahweh Shai, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, and the Holy Spirit, who taught us his truth. Honors to the brethren that's laboring to do the work, risking life and freedom to do so. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. So we back with another lesson through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. This lesson is going to be titled, Thou Hast Said, I Am a God. Again, the lesson is going to be titled, Thou Hast Said, I Am a God. And this is concerning Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, in which when you think about Esau and everything he's trying to do, he is trying to be a God. You know, the Lord created everything we see. Esau going through and genetically modifying everything, trying to give birth to humans and animals by cloning them. You know, want to control and know everything that you do. You know, want to spy and watch everything everywhere. So yeah, he really want to be like the Most High. But we're going to start here. 2 Corinthians 4:4. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of God, should shine upon them. So what's the main reason that most of our people is blinded from this truth? Because the God of this world have blinded them. Well, it would be Esau, the so-called white man. People was blinded by science, no God, what else? The white man's Christianity, etc. But now we're going to hit the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 14. This is concerning the God of this world, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, which the God of this world would be the people who sit at the top, the people in power. Isaiah 14:14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. How did they ascend above the heights of the clouds? They space rockets, they so-called space exploration, they satellites, they International Space Station, etc. But the point is, they want to be like the Most High. And I got a little chart down here. When you consider Esau the so-called white man, he really is trying to be like the Most High. Like, for example, let's start over here to the left. The Most High, how does he control things? He controls things, through the spiritual world. And then the spiritual world will manifest into this physical reality. Everything begins in the spirit first, and then it manifests in this physical world. Well, how is Esau, what has he done? Well, he created his own digital world in which he can control everything. So just like you got a spiritual world, there's a digital world. And Esau is the God of this world, where the Most High can control all things on earth. Spiritually, Esau is trying to control all things on earth digitally. And then when you consider, outer space, it's a vast, never-ending space as we know it, but that's the same with Esau's cyberspace. It's vast, it's never ending. There's no beginning, no end to it. And the cyberspace will be concerning the things on the internet, the things on the grid, things you search, emails, junk emails, online, mobile banking, transactions, when you pay with credit card, debit cards, when you make a call on your cell phone, when you're on Facebook, TikTok, that's all cyberspace. But yeah, the Most High controls things through the spiritual world. Esau want to control everything through the digital world. And then how does the Most High control everything through the spiritual world? Through spirits. The Most High can control every man, animal, even object. Because what? That's why Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 1. Let me go there real quick. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 1. Lord, what in the lesson is edifying, and it'll make sense. For thine incorruptible spirit is in all things. So the Most High can literally control any and everything, um, because his spirit is in all things. But how is Esau trying to control any and everything? It would be through his microchips. Because Esau is not spiritual, he doesn't have that capability. But just like the Most High put his spirit in all things, Esau is trying to put his microchip in all things so that he can control it. But now let's get back on track. So again, Esau, even the white man, he wants to be like the Most High. So again, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. All right, so now we're going to hit the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 18, verse 3. Who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will, for he is the king of all, by his power dividing the holy things among them from profane. So again, the Most High, he governed the whole world in the palm of his hand. Why? Because his spirit is in all things. Therefore, all things obey his will. Therefore, he is the king of all. Now, how is Esau trying to be like the Most High? Well, Esau, he want to govern the whole world with the palm of his hand. He want all things to obey his will. He want to be the king of all. And how would he do that? By going digital. How Most High controls everything, through the spiritual world, Esau want to control everything we see in this digital world that he created, which the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, gave him the knowledge to create this digital world in this cyberspace. But Esau would govern the whole world with the palm of his hands, again, by everything going digital, by placing microchips in everything. And as we progress into the lesson, it'll make more sense. But also too, when you think about the spiritual world, you can be attacked by spirits. You can become what they call demon possessed. But also in Esau's digital world that he created, just like you can get a spiritual attacks, you can get digital attacks. It's just like you become demon possessed. Well, what would be the equivalent here? It would be identity theft. Because with identity theft, people take your electronic devices, your phone, your debit card, and they acting like they're you to fulfill their lusts. Whether it's buying this and that, doing this, they act like they're you to do whatever they want. That's why it's identity theft. But on the spiritual side, when you get demon possessed and spirits take control of you, that's another form of identity theft. The spirits get in control of your body and people think it's you, but it's really the spirits that's in you. Like with identity theft, your bank think is you spending all that money. Really, it's somebody that's trying to be you. So Lord willing, the parallels are making sense. Then also too, again, the Most High Spirit is in all things. So if the Most High want to plague you, you know, he can make it not rain. He can make the food not grow. He can make you sick. What's the equivalent here in Esau's digital world? Well, he can't make it not rain, but what? He can freeze your bank account. Now it's like you in the famine. You can't buy nothing. You don't got no resources. And just like the Most High can make you sick, give you a virus, well, in Esau's digital world, you can get a computer virus or a phone virus. Now, you're not physically sick, but the digital devices that's linked to you, not working properly. So now you can't make a phone call. You can't handle business as if you're actually sick. But yeah, Esau want to govern the whole world with the palm of his hands by placing microchips and everything. That's why he's going digital with any and everything, that he's creating. So now we're going to get Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So what you do day to day, you know, that's not your own doings. That's of the Most High. Your thoughts, what you decide, that's of the Most High. The Lord just gives you an illusion that you making your own choices. But remember, Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 1, for thine incorruptible spirit is in all things. So back to Proverbs 20 and 24, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? Esau ain't got to this level yet, but he wishes to achieve this capability by placing microchips to people. That's why you got the Neuralink brain chip. That's going to do more than supposedly make paralyzed people walk, make paralyzed people be able to use a phone and computer. No, this was going to be complete mind control, that this devil was given enough time. But a man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? So why are a man's goings of the Lord? Why can't a man understand and control his own destiny? Well, again, the Lord's incorruptible spirit is in all things. But now let's hit this real quick. We're gonna hit the book of Genesis, I believe, chapter 2, verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So it's actually, deeper than that, because all men on earth are living and have spirits, have souls. So again, when it says, and breathe into his nostrils the breath of life, that's talking about his spirit. So when we pull this up, yeah, because a Christian to read this, yeah, he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and think that the Lord gave him oxygen. No, the Lord gave him a spirit. That's why what? A man's goings are of the Lord. But let's prove that this breath of life that was breathed into man is actually the spirit. So we're gonna come over here to the right.
Strong's H 5397. Neshama.
You see the breath. All right. So in Genesis 2 and 7. So let's keep going.
Neshama. Strong's H 5397. Neshama. Neshama.
See that breath of life that was breathed into the nostrils of man, that's actually the spirit, him being given the spirit. That's why it says spirit of a man. And then you go up, it says breath, and it says spirit. And then when we look even down here, it reads breath, inspiration, soul, spirit. So the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua gave man the breath of life, that being his spirit. So therefore, a man's goings are of the Lord. A man cannot understand and determine his own way. Why? Because he was given the spirit that he possessed. Even the scriptures say we borrow with our own soul. So even we don't own our soul, we borrow it from the Most High. And what? The Most High's incorruptible spirit is in all things. Therefore, he governed the whole world with the palm of his hands. Everything obey his will, including every human being and animal on earth, because all of our spirits was given from the Most High. So therefore, he can tap into the spirit and control any and everything we do. That's why man's goings are of the Lord. And Esau wished to achieve that, but he can't just yet. But he believes he can do that through his robotics, his microchips, and his technology. So now we're going to hit this next lesson. Next precept. Since we know that the Lord gave man his spirit, therefore he could control man. This would be Job 33:16. Then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. So how does the Most High control us? He gives us our instructions when we sleep. And let's go up a verse. In the dream, in the vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumberings upon the bed, that's a slobber. Then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. So that's why there's a phase of sleep called REM, rapid eye movement. During that period of rapid eye movement, that's when the Lord is sealing your instructions. Esau wishes he could do that, but he can't. But see, on the spiritual side of things, on the Most High side of things, he seals our instructions by putting on our spirit, what he wants us to do. Because remember, all things obey his will. But Esau, he can't seal instruction into the spirit, but he can pre-program, various actions through his microchips and his technology, like the AI robots, the mechanical dogs, all the Esau's technology. He can't give it a spirit, give it life, and he can't give it instructions in the spirit, but he can pre-program it what to do through his microchips. And sorry, this is all over the place, but let's backtrack. Back to Genesis 2:7, and breathe into his nostrils the breath of life. That's representing the spirit. Well, the spirit is what gives man life. How does Esau give life? It's through his microchips. And through the spirit that the Most High breathed into man, the Lord can give that spirit instructions. Because again, he sealeth their instruction. That's in the spirit. Well, Esau gives life through his microchip, through his technology. And Esau can't seal instructions in the spirit, but he can program instructions through his microchips. And that's all part of this digital world that he's created. All right, so now we're going to hit Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So how did he have power to give life to the image of the beast? First, what is the image of the beast? Well, the image of the beast will be everything Esau created, ranging from his Jesus white folk Christianity to his science, all the way down to this fourth industrial revolution. The time when Esau is going to try to digitize everything, give everything microchips, everything's connected to the internet, smartphones, smart vehicles, smart homes, microchipping the plants, etc. So that's the image of the beast, everything that Esau has created. And then too, when you take this word imagine, that root word would be image. So when it says he give life to the image of the beast, Esau is able to give life to everything he imagines. Meaning what? He's able to manifest it. And out of the things he created up to this point, he's able to give it life through his technology. By what? Giving it microchips. Because the Lord gives life by giving us spirits. Esau brings things to life through his microchips. So again, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. So what? The things that Esau's created, it can speak. As if it has, as if it has life, as if it actually has understanding. Now that life and understanding through the thing of the things Esau created is not by the spirit, but by the microchips. Because just like the Lord can seal instructions into your spirit, Well, the Esau can program your instructions through these microchips. In the image of the beast should both speak. That's the AI technology. Esau programmed instructions into his creation to talk, to speak, to walk, etc. And caused that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So you worshiping the image of the beast, you worshiping everything Esau created. You worshiping his imagination. And this is topped off by you receiving the RFID microchip. Because what the scriptures say, we give our bodies as a living sacrifice, which is our reasonable service to the Most High. Well, that work on the left-hand side as well. On the right-hand side of righteousness, we give our living bodies as a sacrifice. But on the left-hand side, Esau wants you to give your body as a living sacrifice. To what? To become part of his beast, his digital beast system. To become part of this digital world in this cyberspace that Esau has created. So that what? That he could control you, that he may govern the whole world in the palm of his hands. That what? That what? That man's goings may be of Esau. That's why you got the Neuralink brain chip. Esau want to be able to download instructions into your brain and also read your thoughts by uploading your information to a computer. That's why what? Isaiah 14:14, I will be like the Most High. Esau got a God complex. And Esau can only govern all things with the palm of his hands if he put his spirit in all things. But Esau doesn't have the capability to control spirits or create spirits, but he can give things a substitute of the spirit. That substitute being the microchip. Through that microchip, he can program instruction, control things with the push of a button, monitor, watch, and track everything via these microchips. That's why I like to pull up this image here. It's a real simple version of Esau's digital beast system. Like right here, the center of it is going to be 5G, 6G internet that's going to be linked to a supercomputer, all this data processing and data storage. That's how Esau would be all knowing. But when you come over here, you got GPS. And what is this GPS for? Well, everybody and everything is binging off the 5G towers. Why? Because it all has RFID microchips in it. That's why right here it says radio frequency identification. The houses, the cars, the phones, the boats, the people, the animals, things that you buy, all gonna have a radio frequency identification chip. And then it goes even further than that into the fingerprint identification. We know this devil got facial recognition, iris scanning, palm readers, etc. But again, this is just a simplified version of it, and this is the fourth industrial revolution. Esau trying to digitize everything so that what? He could control, he can govern all things with the palm of his hand. That what? He could see your life and everything about you with the click of a button on the computer. Just like I can go to a folder and open up one of these files. Well, Esau can see everything that you're doing in life. Where you at? How much money you spending? Who you with? Your purchase history. And you get this devil enough time via the what? Neuralink brain chip, he'll be able to see what you're thinking about. He'll be able to know your secrets. He'll be able to know what you're about to do, what you're about to say before you do it. And that would be accomplished by what? By Esau putting his incorruptible, by Esau putting his corruptible spirit, which Esau can't put his spirit in anything, but the microchip would be a substitute for the spirit. But Esau would know all this by placing microchips in everything. So Lord willing, these parallels are making sense and adding up. Because again, Revelation 13 to 15, he had power to give life to the image of the beast, meaning everything he imagines, which the word image is the root word for imagine, pretty much. And Esau imagined a cashless digital society, robotics, AI, technology, everything that he can govern and control. And how did he give life? Not by giving it spirit, but by giving it microchips. Because again, this word breath, when what? Genesis 2 and 7, the Lord formed man from the dust of the ground. Well, guess what? All the Esau's technology, that's formed from the dust of the ground too, from the elements of the earth. But this is where it differs. The Most High breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. Gave man spirit. But even deeper than that, it would be wisdom. The Lord gave all of his creation spirit. Well, Esau can't give spirit, but he can give it a microchip. And through that microchip, you know, it wouldn't be given life, but something similar. Now, we gonna get with how you become one with the beast. You know, how you worship the beast. Like we said a minute ago, cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You worship the image of the beast by becoming one with his digital system by getting an RFID microchip implanted into you. Which we're not gonna get that. That's not what the lesson about. But we're gonna get this last precept. Ezekiel 28 and 2, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, this represents Esau, Edom, the white man today. Thus says the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, and I sit in the seat of God. How is Esau saying he's a God? Well, nobody can touch him. I think Revelation 13 says something along the line, who can make war with the beast? You know, can nobody face Esau in battle? The Lord raising up these other nations for the sake of prophecy, but before now, nobody could touch Esau in war. And then the scriptures talk about how um, through the miracles, he was able to make fire come down from heaven, being what? His nuclear missiles, his direct energy weapons. Why? Because he's trying to be like the Most High. Because the Most High can make fire rain down from heaven. What you think happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? Not to mention, I think it was either Elisha or Elijah. He made it rain down fire from heaven through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah and burnt up like 50 to 100 men. Yeah, and Esau, him being as a god, he would deceive the people by the miracles that he was able to do. But let's get it. And he do of great wonders. So yeah, the God of this world, Esau the white man, can do great wonders, you know, trying to mimic the Most High, so that he make a fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of man and deceive of them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do. And what are some of those many miracles? Make blind people see, make paralyzed people walk, to give life to his creation by these microchips. That's why you have smartphones, AI technology, Siri, Alexa. Again, deceive of them that dwell on the earth by those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. So Esau would make an image that what? He would manifest the things of his imagination, and what? He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that he would give wisdom, understanding, what appears to be life to the things that he's imagined. But back to the point, Son of Man said to the prince of Tyrus, thus says the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. Title of the lesson, thou hast said, I am a God. This is part one. I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas. What? He sitting in rulership. He placed himself in the Holy Land. He portrayed himself to be the face of God, etc. Yet thou art a man and not God. That's going to be part 2 of the lesson. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. So yeah, in Esau's heart, he said he's a God. But what the Most High is going to do is show him that he's not a God, but man. And not to mention the next point of the part 2 of the lesson, we're going to show how everything he's creating really is messing up. But, you know, that's a part 2 of the lesson. But yeah, you know, thou hast said, I am a God, yet thou art a man and not God. Hey, Lord willing, I was able to make these parallels and it made sense. But hey, that's it for this lesson here. Till next time, Shalom.